A whole food plant-based diet prevents diabetes, manages weight, and lowers the risk of heart disease. The now famous plant-based diet is a diet that eliminates animal products, processed foods, and employs creative ways to be whole food. Although there are concerns about losing out on protein, nutritionists suggest enough amino acids and protein without eating animal protein. Here we will introduce you to 5 whole food plant-based diets and what foods you can shop to achieve them. Let us get into it. Number 5. Vegan. The idea of a complete vegan whole food plant-based diet is to abstain from consuming animal products. This includes dairy, meat, poultry, seafood, eggs, honey. Nonetheless, it is essential to mention that processed full plant-based foods are also not permissible. If you are concerned about eating protein, you can get them from some plant-based foods like tofu and tempeh. A sample of a vegan plant-based diet for beginners is to inculcate fruits, vegetables, legumes, and seeds. Those should go as both snacks and lunch. You can also add whole grains like rice pasta and rolled oats. Those should be your dinner. For breakfast, plant-based unsweetened milk like coconut milk and cashew milk should be heavy. Also, healthy fats like olive oil and avocados should be on your shopping list. You can have beverages like tea and coffee and condiments like lemon juice and salsa. With this, you can create your own diet plan, which creatively capitalizes on these foods. The vegan and vegetarian diets have a lot in common, except the one where the vegan diet is strict on some healthy proteins for better gut health. We will be discussing those similarities and differences ahead in the video. Number 4. LACTO-OVO vegetarian. Another strong contender for whole food plant-based diets is LACTO-OVO vegetarian diet. This diet includes eggs and dairy as part of the whole foods, but maintains the distance from other animal products. The word lacto refers to milk. Ovo is also eggs. While this diet is purely healthy, some people choose it for religious and ethical reasons. For example, there is talk about animal cruelty in the slaughtering process of animals, so they stick to eating eggs and milk instead. The foods to shop for a lacto-ovo vegetarian diet include milk, cheese, yogurt, and other healthy nutritious nutrients. The diet excludes stock and fat from animals as well. You are allowed to add honey to your breakfast as well. If you have not yet subscribed to our channel, here is a chance to. We are going to keep updating you on the best in health. Furthermore, there should be more exclusions if you are eating for weight loss. That is why you need to watch our next video on the whole food plant-based diet for weight loss for more information. Number 3. Pescatarian. Again, we cannot emphasize the benefit of protein enough. Some of the healthiest diets in the world include a large amount of fish protein. So, a pescatarian eats fish as the only source of protein in their diet. Pes means fish, and the diet is not opposed to eggs and dairy in small quantities. The diet is similar to the Mediterranean diet, where the participants eat 2 seafood meals in the week and focus on whole food plant-based diet for the remaining week. Salmon, shrimps, tuna, sardines, and mackerel are recommended as the best source of seafood protein. Shellfish is also good and has been linked to reducing congestive heart failure. If you want not only to add fish but some meat to your diet, we are going to tell you about a whole food plant-based diet where there is animal product inclusion in moderation. It is called the FLEXITARIAN, and we will speak about it next. Number 2. FLEXITARIAN. As created by Dawn Jackson Blattner, a flexitarian is a diet style where whole food plant-based diet is encouraged, but there is room for animal products in moderation. The diet is more flexible than vegan and vegetarian meals. Flexitarians limit added sugar products, processed foods, and fruits and legumes. They then make up for it with seafood and other animal protein. The animal products should be pasture-raised or grass-fed only. Even the eggs should be free-range or pasture-raised. The fish that is acceptable under flexitarian should also be wild-caught. So flexitarianism is more complicated than we might give it credit for. Its participants have to make several background checks before eating the small animal products. If you think about the stress involved in all of this research, you will realize that you are better off not eating meat at all. This research is going to take more time than it will take to prep your meal for the whole week. Number 1. Vegetarian. To emphasize, the word vegan is not the short form for vegetarian. Those are entirely different, with similar functions and distinct features. It is interesting to note that vegan was coined to represent people who avoided meat only based on ethics, as we mentioned earlier. Vegetarians are more open to including animal products once in a while. Vegetarian diets share the same foods as vegan diets in many cases, and they are only different when a vegetarian decides to reward themselves with animal products. Fruits, vegetables, legumes, nuts, and carbohydrates are preferred. Please let us know what kinds of salads you can create with the various grilled vegetable options. You can share a simple recipe in the comments to help a beginner with plant-based foods.